Fox News Alert. We're waiting to hear from North Korea's foreign minister, who's set to address the UN General Assembly at any moment. This is an earthquake rocks the North Korean peninsula, sparking fears that the regime may have conducted another nuclear test. South Korea has said, however, this isn't the case. Reporter Greg Palkot is live, joining us from Seoul, South Korea, with the latest on this. Good afternoon, Greg. What can you tell us is going on there?
Hi, Jillian. First, we are watching for what could be a very fiery speech coming from the North Korean foreign minister. He could be speaking in the next hour or so at the UN General Assembly. Remember, this comes after President Trump's speech there, in which he promised to totally destroy North Korea if it threatened the U.S. and its allies, and then after Kim Jong-un, the leader of North Korea, calling President Trump mentally deranged. Also after, as you recall, a North Korean Foreign Minister Ri saying that North Korea could detonate an H-bomb over the Pacific Ocean. And yes, this also comes after a bit of a scare today on the Korean peninsula. Late Saturday Korean time, there were reports of an earthquake in northeastern North Korea, not far from where the regime tests its nuclear devices. 3.5 on the Richter scale, shallow. Chinese authorities said it was related to an explosion. But then South Korea weighed in, the United States weighed in, and they're saying it's a natural quake, but they're saying it might be a geological shift related to that nuclear test that occurred there earlier this month. Meanwhile, in Pyongyang, a very well-orchestrated mass rally today against the United States. 100,000 supposedly turned out. One of the speakers today supporting the North Korean leader and his calls to defend North Korea against the United States, saying, get ready for the final decisive battle. It also comes amid new signs on Saturday that China could fall into line and start enforcing the recent UN sanctions against North Korea. There are words that they're going to limit oil supply going into North Korea, also cut down on textile exports coming out. Finally, this amid more saber rattling from the U.S. We're just seeing this in the last half hour. U.S. Air Force B-1 bombers out of Guam, as well as fighter jets out of Okinawa, Japan, flying over international waters. But what is significant, to the east of North Korea, that is to the north of the DMZ. It's the furthest they've flown north in many years. And also, I think kind of significant, it's in the same area where North Korea launched that missile test last week. So a lot of tension on both sides of the DMZ right now. Back to you, Jillian.
That's Greg Palkot joining us live from Seoul. Stay safe, Greg.